In day 9, in the last and previous videos, we have seen establishing performance measurement baseline PMB. And this time we are going to know about establishing the PMB and its S curve. So our schedule is almost developed. Our planner have a discussion with so many people, the stakeholders, especially the project manager and other important stakeholders who involved in the project. And we have helped her with the tips that we provided to further break down the schedule in the detailed activity level, and more activities are incorporated. So this case, we have to refer the previous case study, how the detailed schedule has been developed and how the activity level resource has been loaded. After that, our planner scheduler got our comments with several meetings with the project control accounts manager and the project management team to review, update, and find life of the project life cycle, project schedule. After incorporating everybody's comment into the schedule, a final review also was held and the schedule was approved by the project team members. Now the schedule is ready to be baseline. So a copy of the schedule is sent to client for the final review and approval. This is what we have studied so far. I mean, in the previous case studies as well as from the previous videos. Now in this case study number 5, the importance of establishing the PMB S curve to the respective activities and the corresponding activity level with the budget what we have planned for the activity level. So let us see in detail by seeing the software called Primavera. It has already been incorporated into the Primavera schedule with resources and budgets are already loaded. So let us see how. So here in the Primavera schedule, our project is commercial building construction, the baseline, with 7 days a week with 10 hours per day calendar. The total original duration is 313 days. The project is supposed to start from 1st February to 10th December, 313 days. And we have different WBS level, start from milestones, which is directly linked with the respective activities to look the program. And this all milestone payment and all whatever may be. And second thing is, second WBS level is planning and design, where the architectural programming and the schematic plans are there. Now our total budget for the entire project is estimated budget is 7.23 million AD, which is distributed into the different WBS levels. For example, the planning and designing, we can say AD 105K with the 2 activities with the 52K, 52.5K each. If you see the duration of the project, the 2 activities are in parallel, it starts from 1st February and 15th February, the architectural programming. And the schematic plans also in the same parallel way of progressing. We have been, the activity has been planned in such a way. So 1st February to 15th February. And therefore, the total amount for this particular WBS is 105K, which has been linearly distributed to these two activities. For the planning and design WBS, there are two activities with 105K AD is estimated. These two activities for the planning and designs are, one is architectural programming and another one is schematic plans. See, these two are linearly distributed with 15 days of the original duration with the same budgeted labor, which with the unit is 300 each. And therefore, the calculation for this planning and design says total budget amount AED 105K with the two activities with a 15 days duration. And the calculation for the per day calculation shows AED 105K divided by 15 days. This is for the 2 days. So for the two activities, and therefore each day approximately AED 3000 has been calculated. And accordingly, this total 3500 AED per day, which has been equally distributed for the 15 days, and therefore AED 52,500. Similarly, for the schematic plans also, this way distributed. When come to the next WBS, which is drawings, there are 4 activities involved in the drawings. One is architectural plans with the 10 days duration, whereas the unit labor unit is 300. The total amount estimated with based on the resource loaded for the particular activity is a calculation of AED 52K. And coming to the next one, the structural plans, maybe the additional manpower or whatever may be, and therefore the same duration with the 300 budgeted units with another 1000 dirham increased of, and it has been calculated to 53K. And coming to the third one, the mechanical plans with the estimated duration of original duration of 10 days, but whereas the labor unit is 400 units, and therefore based on the calculation what the resource has been loaded, the particular activity's estimated value is AD 65K, and similarly the electrical also. So that also 65K with 400 budget units, same duration of 10 days. And therefore, this linear distribution doesn't, the linear distribution not in the summary level, but in the activity level. And therefore, these activities, if you go into the respective resource loading and all, we can see what is the total activities in the particular activity, how many resources are required, and accordingly it has been incorporated and it has been loaded. Therefore, the drawing's total cost is AED 235K, which is respectively distributed to the activity level, these 4 activities, according to the resource requirement and the budgeted labor units. And therefore, this is a distribution happen. If you see this drawing, actually the start date is 16th of February 2018 and it ends with 7th March 2018. So if you take the monthly calculation, so we need to stop here with the 16th February 2018 to 28th February 2018, and the rest to be distributed to the next month, which is 1st March to 7th March. So automatically, based on the linear distribution, it will be distributed respectively. If you come to the next approved approval before commitment with the AD of 392K AD. The total duration is 28 days for all the activity linearly. But similarly, the unit labor unit also the same, 840. And therefore, these 392 divided by the 4 activities, the total individual activity may have the budget value of 98K AD. If you see closely here in this bar area, timeline area, for the first the month of March, there are only 28 days, and the fourth, from 1st April to 4th April, it has gone to the next month. So if you are going to keep the data date according to the month end, so only the planned value comes only up to 31st of March 2018. This is also very important while distributing the resources for finding the PMB budget, the right S curve. So, in fact, all the groundwork, base work has been done in the Excel, whatever may be. So, once it's all done with, then we have to distribute to the respective activity, and therefore, apart from by all means of incorporating the values into the program, Primavera program, with all the WBS level, what we have gone, the calculation and all, and again the approval before commencement 392K, and the construction with the 212 days of distribution, which starts from the 5th April 2018 to 2nd November, which is almost April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Almost 8 months has been distributed, and therefore, according to the plan, the complete distribution has been taken place month-wise. This will be automatically calculated by the Primavera software. Then once we loaded with the resources, with the duration, and we are going to assign with the respective activities. If you go to the activity level, if you see the resource and all, so what are the resources we are going to use for the individual activities, that and all we can see here. That way it has been concluded. So once all the activities loaded with the resource, what you have seen, resource loading to the individual activities using the different resources, and finally, once the program everything done with, we will be end up with this type of S curve. These are all the activity, the individual month level activities, based on the activities for the total month. For example, February, this is the February value, and March, this is the March value. These are the bars are showing both yellow and green, which is actual as well as baseline with the actuals. But whereas we have not done any actuals, and therefore this is all the curve with the bars are shown in that same level. So the cumulative curve also will be in the S curve. This is how the PMB, establishing the PMB S curve is taking place. So we will see how this is going to work, how we are going to measure the progress, and what is the level of effort, how this can be taken. We will see in the next class sessions.